Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do the Gemini 2020 horoscope. I actually do it a little bit differently to how other people do it. So first I'll draw two tarot cards. I have a little psychic vision before I actually turn the card over. So I draw those cards. We'll have a look at Mars retrograde because that's affecting everyone. Then we'll have a look at your horoscope. Then I'll do a psychic channeling at the end. So do stick around for that. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so let's go to the board and draw these two cards that I was just talking about. Okay, so I've already pre-shuffled them. Let's see what comes out for the month of September for Gemini. I'm going with that card. Closing my eyes now. What do I see for Gemini? Okay, I'm in a car and we're moving forward. There's other people in the car with me. It is seems very crowded outside, a lot of traffic, but we are moving slowly in traffic. This says to me that, yes, you're making your way through life, but maybe not at the speed you would like. There seems to be a lot of distractions and things going on about you so that you can't really focus on your own journey that much or as much as you would like to. The other energies in the car, the other people in the car, their energies within you, and they could also indicate people who are close to you, like your family or maybe a husband or children or someone like that. Okay, let's see what the card has to say. And it is the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about your money. You can see she's sculpting out a piece of artwork here. Yes, she's getting there, but it is slow, painstaking work, okay? You just can't deliver a sculpture like that in 5 minutes. She's wearing gold, which relates to the solar plexus, and it also relates to your self-esteem, goal-oriented behavior, success, achievement, authority figures, and that energy to get ahead. If you're watching this and you're a Gemini in September, it is there. It's just a matter of keep on doing what you're doing and be patient, because you will get the rewards you deserve. And this is about money, okay? So this is about your work, all right? Maybe you're not getting the money that you would like, or there's something about the job that's not ideal. Maybe you're overqualified for your job, and you just have to do manual labor or something like that because that's the job that's going at the moment. Let's have a look at the second card for the month. Sometimes that can indicate the second half of the month, okay? So I'm going with this card. Closing my eyes now. What do I see for Gemini in September? I see it's like a wooden chair, but in a sense it's a throne. So maybe you're on your throne, but it's not as grand as you thought it was going to be. Maybe you are the king or queen of your life, or king and queen of your life, because we need both the male and the female energies, of course. At the back of the throne there is a fireplace, a white marble fireplace. So this is, there's some sort of comfort here. It's like it's in somebody's house, so some level of comfort, but at the same time you don't have everything that you want. It's very sparsely furnished. I can't see any other furniture in the room apart from this wooden chair that has some arms. There's a special term for it, I just can't think of it at the moment. Yeah, the throne is there, but it's not as great as what you hoped. Okay, so the card that comes up is the Five of Swords. This is about being dominated in some way. Because it's swords, it's in the mental realms. Okay, I'm getting that some of you are overthinking things, too analytical, really driven by your thoughts and your head. And it's easy, I know myself, because I'm a Libra and we're an air sign, we live up in our heads sometimes. It's really easy to go into your head and make up fantasies and stuff like that, but it actually stops you from moving forward. And so this could be that you're dominated. It's part of you that is dominating you, and your thinking is dominating you. Okay, of course, it could be an actual person. Ask yourself, are you the one being dominated, or are you the one that is dominating? Okay, I'm not sure what this card has to do with the vision I saw of the room, the sparsely furnished room. It does look like a fireplace in the background. There is some fire there, but it's certainly not a white fireplace. And so, yeah, that's always a good question. Is it you, the dominator? Or are you the, if there's such a word, the dominatee, if there's such a word? But you get my meaning. You can see up in the back, in the top, there's 2 swords up there, and that is about decisions have to be made. And so you can see the 2 swords here, and then further back from that, there's 3 swords. Okay, so these could be very hard decisions to make. In fact, if they were easy, you would have already made them. Just take a deep breath. Know that there's no time limit to make these decisions. It takes as long as it takes, but with it there could be a sense of loss. So you might gain in one way but lose in another, and so there could be compromise involved. You have to give up something in order to get something, or something like that. But this energy obviously is not a very nice energy, and it's time to deal with it in September. Okay, now let's now that we've picked those cards, let's now go to my website, because I'm going to talk about Mars retrograde. And Mars is going retrograde on the 9th of this month until the 14th of November. When Mars is direct, it's very good at giving us a lot of energy. We feel more motivated. Sometimes it's a bit over the top, and that can turn into aggression or even warfare if there's too much Mars energy. But when it's retrograde, it sort of slows things down. So in that way, it can be useful, because things are slowed down, so you don't feel, as aggressive perhaps in certain things, or you don't have the amount of energy that you would normally have, which can avoid accidents. Sometimes accidents are caused by too much energy coming out skew-if, and then bingo, we have a trip or a fall. But what it can lead to are feelings of frustration. Okay, so we have to manage our irritability and frustration when Mars is retrograde. The other thing about it, it's really important to delay important decisions. I was just talking about on that card there, the swords. Swords are about making decisions. And so if you're starting a new business or a new venture, it can be a problematic time up until the 14th of November. I must say also, the dates that I'm giving you, you need a little bit of slick and slap, because it's not exactly on those dates. There's still Mars retrograde energy around for maybe a week or so, but you can feel it. If you start to tune in, you can feel when Mars or any of the planets turn direct. Okay, maybe that's something that the more sensitive people can feel, and so try and put off things that are not important at the moment. And it is a great time to review your life when any planet is going retrograde, because when it turns direct, the situation will be different and you could change your mind. Okay, so it's a great time to really reflect over the decisions that you've made in the recent past and the distant past, actually. Okay, so let's have a look at your horoscope now, and we're going to go with that. All right, from the 6th of August to the 6th of September, Venus is in your second house here. This is about your money supply, okay, which fits in here. And it is a great time to buy things that accrue in value. Things are beautiful things. Things like artwork or jewelry are quite good investments at this time. Do be careful you don't overspend on lavish items, you know, like maybe beauty items or fashion or something like that loses money. From the 18th of August to the 22nd of September, Mercury is in your 4th house here. This is the house of home and family, and this ensures that there's a lot of communications going on. Your home life and your family are the focus at the moment, and you could be concentrating on building trust in your family, okay? Extra attention around your home. You may want to buy some things with Venus here. You may want to buy some things for the home that are beautiful. Just watch your budget, of course. And I'm about to start renovating my house actually, and I just got a price on skirting boards. It's incredible. You may not think it'll cost much, and you know, you could blow the budget sky high if you're not careful there, if you're renovating. 26th of August to the 23rd of September, Mars conjuncts Mars. You may have strong desires to make a fresh start, but with Mars retrograde from the 9th, the energy may slow down. So end of August, early September, you might be full of ambition and energy to get stuff done, but then it sort of slows down a bit, so just take that into consideration. Full moon is the 2nd, 2nd of September, and that will be in your 10th house. So that will be about transformation in your career and reputation area. Transformation in career and reputation. You could change jobs, get a promotion. There could be something come up to do with your status in the world, or the status in your work or your reputation. 5th of September to the 27th of September, Mercury is in your 5th house. It moves from here to here. Okay, Mercury moves from there to there. And that brings a lot of communications and activity around romance, and also your creativity. You could be talking to lots of people about, you know, again, because of this Venus here in your financial zone, you might be interested in beautifying your home, and so, you know, you could be feeling especially creative. It's also a great time for leisure and pleasure, entertainments and amusements. 5th of September to the 2nd of October, Venus in your 3rd house, so it moves from here to here. And that brings a lot of cooperation with neighbours. You could be going out and about in your local area. There could be a lot of cultural events that you attend. And it's like a smooth, peaceful harmony with all the people around you in your local area. Maybe you hear from siblings or distant relatives that you haven't heard from for a while. 17th of September, new moon is in your 4th house. So this brings a new beginning here in your home and family area. And again, that could be new people, new friends coming into the house. You could be socialising, and a whole new energy around your home and family. Could even be like a new member of the family. Maybe one of your kids has got a new partner, or even a baby on the way. Could be news like that. 21st of September to the 22nd of October, Sun moves into your 5th house here. I usually put arrows in, and I forgot, to be quite honest. The Sun into your 5th house is about feeling energized and creatively inspired, and you could be feeling very energized romantically. This brings you closer also to the world of the child, so you might have more to do with children. Maybe some family members are visiting and they bring their kids. You could be expressing yourself rather playfully, and it's just a really happy, sort of joyous type of energy. Then we have 26th of September to the 27th of October, Mercury in your 6th house. So Mercury goes ding, 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 makes 3 jumps again. So when it does that, it's likely you're across a lot of things in your life and you get a lot of activity. and a lot of communications going on. This is a time of thinking, reading, communicating at work or about your health and or well-being. Okay, so your focus could move on to your everyday work or your health and well-being. 22nd of September to the 1st of October, Mars squares Saturn. Okay, with this one, you could be feeling quite frustrated and limited in some way. It's only a short period, okay? It's only 8 or 9 days. You might be feeling particularly sensitive. It's a great time to feel, to feel your feelings, but be patient with yourself and with other people. Don't push yourself too hard. You might have all these ideas in your mind, hence this card here. You might have a lot of things you want to do and you're having problems doing them in the time frame that you thought you were going to do them, and you're driving yourself. We all do it. I do it on a regular basis, but it's really not a helpful energy. Yeah, you get the job done, but at what cost? Okay, if it's going to hurt you or stress you in any way, it's really not worth it. Okay, and not only do we do it to ourselves, we allow other people to push and push and push. You just got to put your boundaries up, and just imagine in your mind your hand up and you say no. Okay, it's a simple word. If you can't say no, because some women can't, start practicing. Look at yourself in the mirror and say no, and then you can graduate onto pets and say no, particularly cats, because they will push you. So once you get it with a cat and the cat understands, then you can graduate onto humans. Okay, so 24th of September to the 2nd of October, Mars squares Venus. You might have a lot of amorous feelings or desires. They might be quite strong, but tensions can arise in relationships if one person gives more than the other, okay? There could be some frustration or frustrated love desires, and there could be some irritability around that. Your partner's not perhaps performing. I'll leave that to your imagination. Or not interested, and that could be leaving you feeling, rather irritable and frustrated. Or maybe you're interested in someone and that person's not reciprocating, okay? If you're getting that, then, you really need to consider, is the relationship worthwhile if they're frustrating you so much? That's a matter for your attention, actually. Okay, so now I'm going to sum up by closing my eyes and seeing what I can see for you gorgeous Geminis. Okay, so what are the energy? Okay, so yes, the focus this month, September, is on communication. We've already seen that in the horoscope. I actually see some parchment paper and somebody writing with a old-fashioned quill type pen. And I get the word memoirs, writing your memoirs. Okay, so this is like a journal, journaling your experiences and your feelings every day. This is a really good habit to get into, gorgeous Geminis. If you can put your feelings down on paper, actually writing, I feel, is better than typing it into a device, because the actual writing, moving the whole arm around as you're moving your body, it unlocks some of the emotion, some of the energy. Whereas if you're sitting typing like this, you're only moving your fingers. Still has an effect, but it doesn't have the same effect as moving your arm around. So writing is a really great skill, and that can really help you allow your emotions to come up and to vent. Okay, yes, they're showing me a door here at the back closing. There's something closing from the past. This has been quite a theme over the last month. Doors closing so that new doors can open in front. I'm now seeing some lace work. Is there anyone around you who actually still does lace tatting, making lace? Or perhaps this is a reference to a grandmother, or somebody in your family that does it, crocheting even. They're holding a doily up in front of me, and it's got a pattern in it with quite large holes that I haven't seen before. It's like a flower, and it's got petals that come out, or sort of scrolly, swirly thing with a centerpiece and then about 6 of these scrolls around with sort of quite large holes, okay? So in that case, you might get some news or have that energy come back into your life. Okay, see what you can find out about your grandparents or somebody in your family tree who used to make lace. Okay, anything else for Gemini? I'm walking down a hall. Okay, it's a strange hall because it's all different sizes. It starts off at one width and then it gets narrower, and then I go around a corner a bit. It's not straight, and so this means that it's difficult to see the future because you can only see up to the bend in the hallway where it gets a bit narrow. They're saying the word bottleneck. Okay, so do be careful of your neck. There might be a lot of energy coming up and it causes a pain in the neck just because there's so much here to emotionally process, and so bottleneck, the emotions get sort of jammed up in your head or neck or maybe even shoulders. Okay, in that case, movement is good to free it up and again get those feelings out, and that will allow the energy to flow more quickly and more smoothly. Headaches is another thing that could come about. They're showing me somebody's third eye opening up. It's like an Egyptian type of eye that I can see. So when you get through this, all of this emotional energy, this will help your intuition and your clairvoyance. Okay, you may start seeing things in spirit that you've never seen before, because I can see, oh, wait a minute. The third eye, the Egyptian third eye is here, and now it's like pulling something out that's been there, that's been stopping you from seeing clairvoyantly. It's like this big thing is coming out of my third eye right now, and I know it relates to you, gorgeous Gemini. Okay, so this is a great month for you. This is major because once you get that thing out, you'll be able to see so much better and your intuition will be more finely honed. Okay, it might actually even affect your physical eyesight. That may improve as well, but I'm talking spiritually here primarily. Okay, and now I'm out in space and I just feel like the rays of the sun, and so you'll be feeling much better when you get through all of this bottlenecked energy that's there at the moment. Okay, that's it for now. I hope you found this a little bit helpful and a bit interesting. Please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Leave me a comment. I'm only too pleased to answer your comments. A like and a share would also be appreciated. But most importantly, have a very insightful month, gorgeous Geminis, and I shall see you again soon. Okay, thank you and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.